Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's a new week, and that of course means we've got some brand new updates coming to Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone. Hopefully this week is a bit more normal. Obviously last week, very chaotic across the board with the major outage issues and everything going on with the anti-cheat problems and the servers being down and all sorts of stuff there. We do actually have a decent amount of updates lined up for this week. We've got some early looks at some patch notes and some updates coming. We've got some fixes that have rolled out in the past couple of days. There's some new free content available, so lots to break down. Let's start first though with the COD updates account, because if you recall the major issues that were going on last week, I was going through and updating the pinned comments on those videos, and it seems like for the most part a lot of you did see that they have resolved things since the outage took place. But their main thing that they sort of posted on here was for MW3 Warzone and Zombies. Progression tracking fix has now rolled out for all platforms, and that was sort of the final thing they needed to touch on. So ranked play fully restored and back good going. Zombies gameplay in general is back fully restored, good and going there, and now you can go through and actually once again progress things, level up yourself, your weapons, unlock attachments, do challenges, all sorts of stuff like that. Now, in response to this major outage and server problem that we had, they said in addition to this fix, players are now going to earn 2 times skulls in the Horde Hunt event, and the double XP weekend has been extended until 8 a.m. Pacific on Tuesday. So until tomorrow morning currently, we're going to have that sort of triple threat XP event going on, double base rank XP, double weapon XP, double battle pass XP. So that's sort of like their compensation. I won't lie, that seems kind of pathetic for a whole day of the game being offline and having maybe the biggest issues it's ever had in terms of server stability and account reset stuff and everything that happened, obviously. But it'll be a little bit easier to get some skulls if you're going for that stuff for Horde Hunt and you want that operator skin, or if you're trying to level up quick. Obviously this past weekend was the resumption of the double XP that was interrupted by the outage and everything. But just to clarify again, everything from those server issues and from the reset bug has been fully resolved. That said, some other new issues did arise because of the outage and everything that happened. So for instance, they also say in Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer, we are investigating an issue in which players are unable to control the cruise missile after deploying. So just as a precautionary measure right now, I guess you could say, I would probably avoid going through and using the cruise missile because it is bugged, but they're already investigating that. So hopefully that means it's going to be fixed here soon. Speaking of fixes happening soon, the various different Trello board cards have been updated over the past couple of days, and now between multiplayer and Warzone and then also some of the global issues, we do have a couple of new fixes scheduled here, which is always good news. You may recall certain blueprints are still resetting. While they have touched on a couple of these so far, there are some specific black cell blueprints or other in-game blueprints that you build out a custom gun on, and then you load into the game, it looks fine, you've got your build, it's nice and pretty, but then you load into the game after that and it's all reset and it's not looking pretty anymore. And if your gun doesn't look cool, it's obviously not going to perform as well, so you can't have that. They do have some fixes scheduled for them for some of those specific blueprints though that are not appearing as intended. Also the limb ripper, the underbarrel chainsaw, still inflicting self damage in free-for-all, being looked into, and should have a fix scheduled for that coming up here soon as well. We're not sure if there's going to be guaranteed patch notes or anything this week. Sometimes it'll happen alongside update day on Wednesday, sometimes it drops randomly on like a Friday like it has previously. Regardless, if there are any surprise update patch notes or some regularly scheduled update patch notes, you guys know I'll have you covered with all the details right as that stuff happens. So of course, feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on those post notifications just to make sure you never miss any need to know info. And if you enjoyed this video while we're at it, be sure to drop a like on it as well. Briefly shifting focus over to the Warzone Trello, as mentioned, we do have a couple of fixed scheduled things listed here, which is nice because usually the Warzone Trello doesn't have this, but they do say in general for Battle Royale, Resurgence, Plunder, Lockdown, etc. On Fortune's Keep, they've got a full fix scheduled for all the performance issues. For the most part, it seems like they've touched on some of the specific ones. Like for the first couple of days, I could not step foot in the actual keep area or some of those broken down towers without my frames going from like 240 down to like 35. It was just miserable. Those got fixed pretty quick, but there are still just general performance issues across the map for console and PC alike, where frames are going down or stuttering is happening. So they do have a fix scheduled for that. And then also armor plates. This is a big one. Armor plates have kind kind of been MIA since the launch of Season 2, if I'm being honest. They are investigating an issue causing eliminated players to drop fewer plates, and they have a fix scheduled for that as well. So a couple of sort of mini update patch note previews here. We should see those go live hopefully later on this week, if not, before Season 2 Reloaded coming up here pretty soon. Now, in addition to some of the changes and some of the other previews and whatnot, we do have a couple of content updates and other in-game updates happening this week or already live. So initially here, just a quick little PSA. We are going to see the end of the Cryptid Bootcamp event this week on the 28th. This is going to be coming to a close. So if you haven't gone through and earned that Sidewinder blueprints or any of the other specific rewards, including the Universal Weapon camo, you only got a couple more days left on that. And then once Cryptid Bootcamp does end up coming to a close, we are going to see the launch of the Walking Dead event. This is going to be the Fear the Living event. Kicks off on the 28th and it's going to last until March 6th. And they say in this one, fight the dead, fear the living, earn XP to unlock exclusive rewards. So this should just be an XP based event where you go through, you earn, let's say for instance, 500,000 XP in that week's time, and you'll end up unlocking a handful of rewards. There should be a new Universal Walking Dead themed camo for this one as well. So standard event stuff there, but it's cool to have like a full-on crossover with the Walking Dead. And also right alongside that, on the 28th, we should be seeing the next week or next set of weekly challenges drop for Season 2. The Week 4 challenges should become available, and that'll include access to a brand new aftermarket part. And of course, once those are out on Wednesday with the routine updates, I'll be sure to have those in a video for you guys so you can know exactly what you got to gear up for and you jump in and try and complete those, obviously. As mentioned, we do have some free content actually now live in game because a couple of days ago, Call of Duty revealed that we've got a brand new Prime bundle now available in game. So with this, if you just link your Amazon or your Prime gaming account and your Activision account, you can end up claiming this and get some free rewards in game. This time, it's featuring the Saddle Up bundle, obviously carry forward content that works across the board in MW3 and Warzone. And within this, you end up getting the operator skin for Jabber, a DG56 weapon blueprint, a new calling card, a sticker, and a loading screen as well. So not the craziest thing by any means, a fun like little cowboy looking bundle. It is free at the end of the day though if you got Amazon Prime, so you can't really complain. It's free content or bonus content there. Always nice to have that. And then lastly for this week, we do actually have some new playlist updates inbound, of course, and for once we actually have a preview as to what's going to be happening on the Warzone side of things. Raven did actually go through a couple of days back and talk a bit more about their playlist for the upcoming days and weeks, and obviously over the weekend when everything broke, they did introduce a new playlist update then, but we've got another new playlist update dropping on the 29th and lasting through the 7th. Again, not really sure why it is that the Warzone playlists are delayed by a day. They happen on Thursdays instead of Wednesdays with everything else. But nonetheless, I digress. For the week of the 29th through the 7th, which should take us to Season 2 Reloaded, we're going to have, obviously, ranked play on Fortune's Keep trios. For Battle Royale on Urzikstan, we're just going to have solos, trios, and quads again. However, Mini Royale will have duos on Urzikstan. If you're looking to just simply duo up, you'll only have one option for that. Battle Royale preview is also going to extend into this next week as well. So if you're looking to do those covert exfil, missions with the weapons case and get some of the bonus rewards there, you can do so. The zombies power-ups are also available in that mode. At least as of right now, there's no saying if that's going to be disabled for the upcoming week or whatnot. We'll have to wait and see what Raven says about that. We're also going to have Resurgence rotation back in here for Fortune's Keep and Vondel. No Ashika again, which is kind of surprising, but solos, duos, trios, and quads are all going to be on rotation this upcoming week on each of those maps. And then lastly, Lockdown Vondel quads is going to be returning as well and replacing Plunder for that. So decent playlist update coming in this week for Warzone. Then on the multiplayer side of things, usually by this point in the week, Mondays at around 10 a.m. Pacific time, they've updated and put on a countdown timer for the various playlists that'll be either leaving or, being added in on Wednesday. This week, for whatever reason, at least as I'm recording this, no such update has taken place. There's no countdown timers as of right now. We can assume like Mimic Mania for Horde Point and whatnot, it's going to continue since obviously we've got that little bit extra going into the Horde Hunt event to make sure you can get all the rewards there and everything. So we're just going to have to wait until Wednesday to see what fully changes here. Knowing my COD timing in real life, an hour after I post this video, they'll add in some countdown timers. But as of right now, we don't have any official previews for that. So yeah, with all that being being said, that is effectively everything we know about some of the upcoming updates for MW3 and Warzone, between some of the looks at the early patch notes, some stuff that's been changed over the past couple of days or has dropped recently, and what to expect with the routine update this week. That is going to wrap things up though. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor and drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button on your way out to guarantee you're always up to date with everything going on in COD. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.